Hillary Rodham Clinton coming out of the dustbin and going after Tulsi Gabbard. We talked about it. I put out a video, did very well. And of course, I had to defend Tulsi Gabbard because with Tulsi Gabbard, you can't call her a Russian asset without proof. That's exactly what Hillary Clinton did. She assaulted or insulted the character of a sitting congressperson, an active military personnel, a major in the Hawaii National Guard, who has people under her command right now. Look, if you say that you know that a member of Congress, it's so ridiculous, guys. This is crazy talk. Isn't it, guys? Hope that vibe is good. This is crazy talk. Hillary Clinton went on a podcast and said that Tulsi Gabbard was a Russian asset. That would mean she's working with the Russians. That would mean she's committing treason. Do you understand that? A sitting congressperson. That's not something you say on a podcast. That's something that you tell the FBI, Johnson. That's something you tell the NSA, Johnson. I mean, if you really thought that Tulsi Gabbard, if you had any proof at all, any iota, one scintilla of proof, that Tulsi Gabbard was a Russian asset betraying her own country as an active military personnel, a major in the Hawaii National Guard, and as a member of Congress in good standing, if you thought that, if you knew that, if you had anything on that, it would be your duty to report that immediately to the proper authorities, not run your mouth on a podcast. What are we even talking about? I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. The idea that this person was running to be president of the United States, we dodged a bullet. Oh, yeah, we dodged the bullet. People want to talk about Trump. Look at what she's doing. Listen to what I'm saying. Did she go to the NSA or the CIA or the FBI to report that this nefarious activity is taking place? No, she didn't go to the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, or any other government agency. You know why? Because there ain't nothing going on, Johnson. She's a smear merchant. And we dodged a bullet not having Hillary Clinton as the president. And I said it. On the Tim Black Show, I said it. On Facebook, I said it. On YouTube, I said it. On Periscope, I said it. Shout out to Chris Rock. But you know what I'm saying. Guys, we dodged a bullet like Neo in The Matrix. That's what just happened. Hillary Clinton. Not only is she a horrible individual, she follows no protocols whatsoever. She is not only above the law, she is below ethics. She's below all responsibility. So we went over that. I did a lengthy video about it. We talked about it. Now, over the last couple of days, this happened like on a Friday, I think. Because I dedicated an entire show to it. Yeah, it happened Friday. Because the entire Freedom Friday show was dedicated to Bernie and Tulsi and this issue. The mouth of Hillary Clinton, the serpent that roared, the feces out the mouth that flowed from our First Lady, our former First Lady, former Senator, Secretary of State. And how pathetic it was. All right, so, and look, there were people who came out who supported Tulsi Gabbard, who called it out when they saw one of those people is Van Jones. Van Jones is one of the few people who called it out right there on CNN, live right there. He called it out and said it was a travesty. He thought it was a failure and a very dangerous action for Hillary Clinton to take to accuse Tulsi Gabbard of such. There were a couple of politicians that came out as well. Andrew Yang came out. And he said that Tulsi Gabbard, that I forget exact words. The Yang Gang ain't going to ever let you forget it. So whatever it was, Yang Gang, shout it out. But Andrew Yang came out and he defended Tulsi Gabbard. He spoke up on her behalf. I think he condemned, in some form, he condemned Hillary's actions. Marianne Williamson, who I just interviewed, she came out. She condemned the actions of Hillary Clinton. She said that, and not so many words, I think she just said that it was wrong, it was vicious. I don't want to put words in their mouths because I don't remember the exact statements. But she did come out and speak on Tulsi in support of Tulsi Gabbard. And something to the extent, this is not a way to treat a sitting congressman and a veteran. Nina Turner came out, spoke publicly. When we get, she said, basically the same thing. She support Tulsi Gabbard. I don't remember exact words, but it was something to the effect of Hillary Clinton was wrong to accuse Tulsi Gabbard of this. So this has been a conversation over the last couple of days. Meanwhile, we know Bernie Sanders had a big rally. We're going to cover that later on, but it was a big rally. You may have heard about it. Record-setting rally. First day back, officially back on the campaign trail after a heart attack. Bernie Sanders reigniting his campaign. And it was a glorious, grand reopening. As Nina Turner said in the speech, it wasn't a break. Nothing was over. Just hit pause for a minute. Just a little pause button. That's all it was. Well, a lot of people were saying, like, where's Bernie Sanders? Why hasn't Bernie come out and defended Tulsi Gabbard? Yeah, why hasn't Bernie condemned Hillary Clinton and supported Tulsi Gabbard? And I understand that concern because, well, we're human beings. And people are not thinking strategically about Bernie as far as, like, what he has to lose, being a front runner. That's, people thinking about ethics. They're thinking about morally what they feel is right. Not so much as we know what happened to Bernie in 2016. We know Hillary's forces, the powers, and all this crap. She's got the apparatus. She got corporate media in her pocket to the point where most of them won't even call her out for making what I feel is a potentially slanderous statement, accusation, allegation against Tulsi Gabbard, Johnson. I don't know how you not get sued for that. I don't know. I mean, if you can sue Google for hitting the wrong button on your Google account, you should be able to sue Hillary Clinton for calling you Putin's side piece. I mean, come on. Just saying. You come on, get her, sue her. But anyway, so a lot of people upset, guys. Bernie, where's Bernie? Bernie, call her out. Go to war, Bernie. Fight, Bernie. And this is where I got concerns. I would have never said, back in 2015, when Tulsi Gabbard decided to step down on her own volition, I don't think Bernie said, hey, Tulsi, why don't you step down from the DNC? Stop being a friend of Hillary and endorse me and stop doing that vice chair job that has no power. This is a ceremonial position. It's no real, come on, man. You name another vice chair besides Keith Ellison. You only know that because Keith Ellison got robbed last time. He should have been the chair person. But name another vice chair besides Keith Ellison. I can't. I literally can't. So Tulsi Gabbard stepped down from a position I didn't even know she had. I didn't even know who she was in 2015 before she endorsed Bernie. But I'm pretty sure Bernie didn't ask her to do it. She did it because she chose to do it. Bernie should be able to choose what he's going to do as well. She was under no obligation to step down for Bernie. Anybody can say, oh, you should step down for Bernie. She don't owe him anything. Who else stepped down for Bernie? Nobody. What about all those other people we should be blaming? So what I'm saying is people make their own decisions about what they do, who they endorse, who they support. But that don't mean we don't love them for it. That don't mean we don't respect it. It just means it was her own choice. And what I'm trying to say is Bernie has to make his own choices. We can decide to love him or hate him or Respect him or not respect him for his choices, but those are his choices. Well, I'm very proud to announce Bernie Sanders spoke out. He said Tulsi Gabbard has put her life on the line to defend this country. People can disagree on issues, but it is outrageous for anyone to suggest that Tulsi is a foreign asset. I wrote the damn bill. Whew. Man, I'm glad Bernie spoke out. I'm serious, man. I'm right when I say people make their own bed, they lie in it. I'm right when I say you can't, look, Tulsi made a decision and we respect her for it. What was it, just her, O'Connor, and Nina Turner endorsing Bernie, right? We respect the hell out of that. So we're human beings and we can feel that way, right? Well, I'm very glad that Bernie did this because I think it was the right thing to do. I'm glad he did it. Don't get me wrong, I'm very glad he did it. Thank you, Bernie Sanders, for standing up for Tulsi Gabbard, for defending her good name, for doing it in a way, well, maybe Hillary won't get another news cycle. Thank you for doing it in a way where they won't give Hillary another news cycle. We don't need to hear from Hillary anymore. See, my thing is not that Bernie shouldn't have done it. Of course, I'm glad he did it. You should do whatever you want to do. Hopefully what you choose to do will be something that I can support. Hopefully it's something that the masses will support. Hopefully it's something that helps the movement, because this ain't about one person. But my fundamental goal at the end of the day always is to try to get some things changed in this country that's going to help people. The revolution is always first. And I think some people getting it twisted because they're about the candidate more than they're about the revolution. Bernie is in some polls, he's in first place, other polls, he's in second. I saw in Iowa, supposedly, he's in third. I don't care what they say, Bernie's the front runner. Bernie has the most volunteers. Bernie has the most offices. His ground game is unquestioned. It's record-setting what he's been able to raise in money, the volunteers, his infrastructure, all of it, record-setting. It surpasses Obama's. He set records, Johnson. This is an opportunity for us to have a person who's going to fight for us in the White House the first time in my lifetime. It may be the last time in my lifetime. It may be the last time in your lifetime. It may be the last time in your children's lifetime. Do you understand how serious this is? I don't think everybody's looking at it with the same amount of seriousness. People looking at paychecks. People looking at views on YouTube. People looking at how they feel about something, or how their hair felt that day, or what somebody's hair looked like, or she looked nice and white, or this person, I hate Hillary. Man, it ain't about that. It ain't about Tulsi. It ain't about Hillary. It's not about the DNC. It's not even about Bernie. It's about our futures and who's going to take us out of this hell that we're in, where the oligarchs own everything. I want to know how we going to close the racial wealth gap where the average black family owns a dime for every dollar a white family owns. I want to know how that's going to change, yo. I need to know how we going to save our planet. Who's going to help save our planet? Put us on a trajectory for that. Who's going to stop mass incarceration? We need this done. I have sons. You sitting around talking to me about what somebody should have done on Twitter. Do you understand? You are upset about Twitter. You are fortunate. I wish I lived in your world where I could be upset about Twitter. I ain't upset about Twitter, motherfucker. I'm upset about our history, our future, and our present. Like Nina Turner said, if you ain't upset Something wrong with you, mofo. So this ain't about Tulsi Gabbard or Bernie Sanders. This is about our future. The literal planet. The literal planet is at stake. I don't know how to put it any plainer. Yes, I'm glad that Bernie defended Tulsi against Hillary. It changes nothing. We got to beat him at the ballot box. What does it change that Bernie said, I support and Hillary's wrong? What does that change? I know ethically it feels good, but you were prepared to throw my Senator Bernard Sanders under the bus because of a tweet. He been fighting for the shit I believe in before many of y'all were alive. By himself. And you were going to throw him overboard because he didn't tweet something when you wanted him to tweet something. The man was in a hospital bed from a heart attack 2 weeks ago. He's at the biggest rally of this election season. His comeback day on Saturday. Friday, Hillary said some shit on, and I'm not unconvinced that Hillary didn't do this all just to take a shot away from Bernie. Oh, I throw Tulsi a bone to throw y'all off for Bernie's big thing because I know he's going to bring a lot of people out of New York. Yeah, it's not that I'm not strategic, that I don't understand strategy, Johnson. I do. It's just, how will we ever know? So why do a bunch of speculating that I cannot disprove or prove? But my point is, guys, we can't be all caught up in personal feelings about everything to the point where we're about to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, I like Tulsi Gabbard too, but if you are willing to throw away, first of all, Tulsi can fight her own battles. I'm sorry. Hey, Tulsi can fight her own battles. I don't know if you noticed that. She kind of equipped to fight her own battles, Johnson. Oh, no, she can't fight her own battles now. Okay, I get it. So she went and knocked Kamala the hell out. Come on, man. Kamala's an afterthought. Kamala's dead. She just don't know it. She's walking dead right now. She a walking dead zombie. She died 2 months ago when Tulsi Gabbard called her out during the debate. She just, let's be really clear. You know? Let's make one thing really clear. She's a zombie that can talk, Johnson. Let's make one thing really clear. She's from The Walking Dead now. She's gone. Tulsi Gabbard took out Kamala Harris. Poof. I ain't seen Tim Ryan. Poof. She'd even want to shoot him. She's like, man, go here before I have to. Oh, you want to keep talking? All right. Poof. If you ask me, Tulsi bodied Hillary. But clean up on aisle 6. We need Bernie to come in here. And if he doesn't come in here, if he doesn't have her back like she had his back, then we don't need him. Now, I understand some people are passionate. I understand it. Hell, you talking to the man of passion. I get it. But I also got to bring people back down to life. Like, hold on a second. Johnson, you tripping. No, seriously. You tripping right now. You are literally tripping. You are literally willing to walk away from somebody who's willing to fight the 99%, who moved the country to the left. He did that. And you're willing to, people are actually smearing and dragging him because he ain't used Twitter the way they want him to. Do you realize people going bankrupt over their insurance right now? People are literally dying right now because they can't afford their medications. And you talking about Twitter. I love Twitter too. It ain't everything, dog. Sometimes you got to take the L. I bet if you ask Tulsi Gabbard, say, let's imagine for a second, I know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But I got to ask you guys, I got to ask you. For a second, envision Tulsi Gabbard not winning the nomination. Don't get me wrong, just anything's possible. I heard that Bill Clinton was down polling at 2% back in, 1990 or something? Something like that? 88 or 90? I forget when his first term, right? So it's not impossible, but imagine, I know you don't like it, Johnson. Imagine that she doesn't pull it off. I don't want Pete. I'm keeping it real with you. I don't want people to get. I don't want Joe Biden. You want Joe Biden? Okay. No, Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar fans in the house? Somebody got the coveted Amy Klobuchar bumper sticker that I've never seen or heard about? Oh, you. Who's got it? You want Bernie in that White House, or you want... Who you want? I mean, I'm all for being optimistic, and I'll fight to my last breath for something I believe in. But I'm not going to throw away Bernie Sanders over Twitter. And I think if Tulsi Gabbard doesn't make it to that mountaintop, she would agree. And as strategic as Tulsi Gabbard is, I think she would be like, don't do anything to jeopardize the movement, because it ain't about one person. Remember? Hashtag not me, us. Right? It's about the movement. So let's check ourselves. I'm glad that Bernie Sanders typed on Twitter that Tulsi Gabbard doesn't deserve that type of treatment. But me, speaking for myself, only me, come January 2021, I want Bernie Sanders in that White House. Let's not get that twisted.